Coffee and Pan Dulce. How's that? Coffee and Pan Dulce.
Hey, I'm Christian Cano. You're the co-host. My buttons are Moms Demand Action, Guns Against Legislation, Healthcare for All, Medicare for All, and also in my heart, Black Lives Matter on behalf of Joe Oldham, who's a guest of ours who passed away last year. That's it.
Hello, this is Jenny James Gunn. I am a community advocate here in Charlotte, North Carolina for LGBT women's rights with the National Organization for Women, gun sense laws with Moms Demand Action, and anything that extends equity to all. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. It is Coffee and Pan Dulce time, and it is July 1st.
Wow.
We're halfway through the year. This bad boy is going by faster. It's not a bad thing, considering what the world's going on. You know, a couple pesky little wars, a SmackDown UFC fight on the White House lawn, and a whole bunch of other things. It's a wackadoodle year, they're wackadoodle times, and I don't know what else to say, but I'm gonna let you take it over, Christian. But
yes,
we are here. We got a special guest.
That's right. Long time no see. Welcome, everyone. As Gersemi said, this is Coffee and Pan Dulce. Hold on, I'm gonna do this for Barb. This is Coffee and Pan Dulce Show. So we still use that clip when I was when Raphael was with us. And I was like, Coffee and Pan Dulce, coffee. And Gersemi said something that as the non-Spanish speaking, I don't even remember that. Anyway, welcome everyone. It's good to see all of y'all. This is our 400th episode, at least our 400th regular episode. We've done more of specials and so forth, but we're so glad to have you. We have a wonderful special guest, the original Barb Bacon, the founder of Barb's current events on this show. So we're so excited to have her here. I'm Christian Cano from All Points, North Carolina. We've got Gersemi from, are you back home in West Hollywood or what's going on there?
I'm in California. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Almost.
We're here. I'm currently at the VA hospital right now. So, my special someone is inside the VA hospital right now. So, just doing the normal life.
Well, I know you have been cross country, so I appreciate you joining us. And I know I've seen your post. You've been going. Well, listen, we want to thank everyone who watches us on Facebook and also on YouTube and TikTok, and the thousands who listen to us on your favorite audio podcast platform. So, once again, we want to introduce Barb Bacon. She was one of our original co-hosts of the show. Barb? Are you still in Charlotte, North Carolina?
Oh yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
So, we no longer are what is it? How do you pronounce that?
Charlatanians?
Charlatanians, is that right?
I thought it was charlatans.
Charlatanians. So we're no longer charlatanians. I'm still a North Carolinian. Gersemi
Where are you?
I'm in All Points, North Carolina. I don't say what city I'm in because I'm in the country, and I don't want the cows knocking on my door. I'll tell you off. I'll tell you in the commercial break. But anywho, so yeah, so I'm just an hour away from you guys, but I'm still in Charlotte all the time. I feel like I was actually just there yesterday. Anyway, all right. So listen, this is our 400th episode. We don't have a title. It's probably the 400th episode. That's going to be the title. So all we're going to do on this episode is talk with Barb, talk about some of the past 400 episodes. And then also we're going to throw in some clips and the commercials of some funny moments of our old episodes. It's going to be hard to pick them out because we don't have like a research team to go in there and scan. So I'm going to have to go to
tag your
yeah, I'm gonna have to go to all the highest viewed ones anyway. So all right, so let's go ahead and jump directly into on behalf of Barb's current events.
And this is Barb's current events.
All right, here we go. So just a little factoid. Do y'all remember how we started Barb's current events? I mean, offhand?
I don't.
Do you remember, Gersemi?
Not really. I've slept since then.
Yeah, I think obviously it was during the pandemic. And we were talking about, we were starting the season, and it was like January. I can't remember what year. And we were talking about what we could do to increase views or ratings or just change it up a little bit. Because if you remember, we did the salute to the neighbors, for a long time with the coffee. And then because we were talking about, we didn't really talk about current events. We were talking about topics. So we would talk about Medicare for all or, whatever. We'd have a specific topic. But there was always a current event that was occurring. And then you said, well, why don't we talk about current events? And then we said, okay, well, then we'll just pick 3 current events and we'll just talk about it. Yeah. And then we said, well, let's just name it Barb's current events. And then we recorded the little promo that said, and this is Barb's current events. And we just kind of stuck with it. And so every show that we've done, unless we have, unless we've had a Dale Shores or someone that we really want to dedicate the.
If we have an extended interview, a special guest that we got to go into 40 years of a career or something.
Exactly.
Then obviously those are almost like special editions. They're not even like normal episodes because a lot of times we take clips from that and sparse it out of other episodes. So it's it's a little bit more detailed, or like the purple party.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
things like that, but. Other than that, we've pretty much kept that format ever since we stumbled on it. I don't know.
That's right. It's actually done very well. It's given us a lot of topics to talk about.
Absolutely.
It's not like we don't have a lot to talk about. Oh my God.
It's interesting.
Barb's 30 events. It's literally. I can open up my Instagram and I can find all
exactly I found 3 really quickly. So let's go ahead and start off, and we'll talk about this. We'll take a break, and then we'll come back and just kind of talk about the last 400 episodes. Also, Chicago. We'll talk about Chicago. I've been to Chicago since then, Barb. So I want to tell you about my experience in Chicago.
I was just in Chicago in May. To a family visit.
Well, hey, and I found out I had a family member who lives in Chicago. All right, here we go. The very first one. And I want to really get your feedback, Barb, because I know that you still, you don't have to tell us, but I understand last time we spoke, you were an independent voter. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So I want to hear your take on what's been going on since we last spoke with you. It's been a long time. Trump. We record these shows early, and John Ossoff won his primary. I think he'd won his primary already, but the person who he was going to be running against, they had to do a runoff, and that ended yesterday or last night in Georgia. And Mike Collins, I believe, is the person he's going to be running against, who was the one that Trump supported. He was a congressman. Who's under a lot of scandal or whatever. Anyway, so apparently early this morning, this is Wednesday morning, we're recording, Trump, it says, became unhinged because John Ossoff is going to be running against Mike Collins, and he's trying to damage John Ossoff. So like an adult, and this is so embarrassing to even say this,
Does anybody know the new nickname he's calling John Ossoff?
I have no idea. I can't stand hearing his voice, so I mute my TV. I can't stand it.
This, I don't know how you can be an independent or just a sane person and not think this is crazy. Early this morning, he has decided his new nickname for John Ossoff is John Jerk Ossoff. Is that?
Oh my God. That's one of his worst.
The jokes write themselves. I mean, there's a big pool there.
I'm just what?
Can you imagine what the liberal Republicans? They're probably just want to hang themselves. I
mean, I'm thinking. Maybe if you're like in the UFC fight and you're in the audience, which was a great gay pride, right? Wasn't that DC gay pride, the UFC fight this last weekend? Okay. Maybe if you're with your bros and you're like 20 years old and you can make that joke, or whatever, right? This is the president of the United States talking to the world and talking to the nation. I don't understand. I don't talk that way.
Yeah, at the G7 meeting. Yeah.
Yes.
What an adult.
Yeah, exactly. He says G7. So Gersemi, what is that?
I mean, if I think there's a time and a place for anything, and even somebody, and I hate praising this person like a Ronald Reagan, that had specific rules of etiquette as opposed to there's certain things you just don't say or do or whatever.
Exactly.
Of course, this guy throws this all out the window, and we all know this. It's well documented.
Yeah.
And etiquette is not in their vocabulary. They don't know what it is.
Well, you can't spell it either.
It's so far in left field that I can't. I don't know.
He does things. Well, he has a lack of impulse control, but also the biggest issue with him is that he talks the way he would talk if he was hanging out with Epstein and all of his buddies and just running his toilet mouth. And one of the many reasons why he's not qualified to be president of the United States. It's low class. You never hear Obama, even as a former president now, you never hear Obama talk like that. Now, of course, Obama uses words.
Not any former president. None of them do this.
Not Bush, Papa Bush, even Nixon. Even Nixon was known to have a potty mouth. It was never put on mic.
Yeah.
Like there's a certain decorum that you have and a certain, I don't know, as if you maybe are the CEO of the most powerful country on earth, like it kind of comes with the job.
And that's what, to me, okay, let's do all three, and then we can go on this. The second one is apparently there's more dirt coming out on the Epstein information about Trump that's being revealed. MTG is well, that's what it says. The MTG is going to spill some more beans on secrets and so forth. She was on CNN last night. We record this early on the Kate Collins. I can't remember her name. Anyway, the young reporter, she was on her show saying that they're going to reveal more and so forth. And so anyway, so that's the second one about the Epstein. And the last one is you remember the reflecting pool that $14 million was done to make it look blue? Well, now it's green. It has been overtaken by.
You know why?
It's been overtaken by algae. So
because of the renovations that are going on, all that crap is going in the pool, and it's contaminated it.
Well,
Did you ever think about the carp?
Yeah. So they say he wanted it a deep blue, but apparently the darker the color, the more the algae, because the light turns it into algae. So all these people are saying, "Hey, I'm a pool guy. I know that." And so now they're pouring gallons and gallons of hydrogen peroxide or something in it.
to try to clear it up. Anyway, this is crazy. So that's probably good. I don't know if it's going to kill ducks or anything if it goes in there. So, all right. So that's Barb's current events. And what we do now, we start with Gersemi comment on those three. Then Barb, since this is your episode, you tell us what you think. So go ahead, Gersemi. You only got like 30 seconds now because I've gone over.
So first of all, True Trump form, the repainting of the reflecting pool for the National Mall was a no bid thing. And it was given to a contractor that built in a 20% margin instead of the normal 6 to 12% on a contract like that. And on top of it, they had no government experience. It was the first contract that ever been awarded. I'm not saying it's fishy, but I'm saying Bubba and his two hammers and his 2 left-handed screwdrivers went out there and did something they probably weren't qualified for, probably weren't licensed for. Not that it really matters anymore. It's a growing pond for algae now, which is a really good look. It kind of fits though. I mean, honestly, they need to keep it that way until he comes out of office, no matter how he leaves office. Because I mean, I am in favor, while that is an algae-filled pool, being called the Trump trash can memorial pool because
that's a good idea.
That guy.
Yeah.
As far as the Epstein deal, I don't like this drip feeding of information. Yeah. They need to just release it all at once.
Exactly.
They're using it as clickbait for their own careers. Mm-hmm. Democrats and Republicans are doing this. It just needs to be dumped on the internet, like Disclosure Day movie. Like we need to see it all, warts and all, no editing, unredacted. The public needs to know not only what Trump did on that the Trump Epstein Island, but all the other powerful people that are also on that list. We need to see it. Mm-hmm. America has the right to know who is leading this oligarchy. That way we can decide how we spend our money, what we support. If Musk is on it, which I understand he is, a whole bunch of people. You got a lot of explaining to do.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Hey, Barb, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take our first break, and then we're going to come back and get you to comment on that because I don't want to run over because I know everyone's valued in time. And Gersemi and I have a very busy morning. So.
As usual, you guys.
Yeah, of course. So, listen, we'll be right back on Coffee and Pan Dulce right after this.
Hey, it's Del Shores, and I just wanted to say happy Pride to everybody listening to the Coffee and Pan Dulce Show. I love this show, and right now, during these trying times, it is more important than ever for us to stand up, for people to see who we are, and to be proud. I am proud.
Hey y'all, thanks for watching and support local black and brown businesses, including our sponsor, Manolo Bakery. That has some fabulous pastries, food, king cakes, all kinds of specialty cakes, swallows, and much, much more. Some of the best food you eat in Charlotte, North Carolina. Again, Manolo's Bakery, right here in East Charlotte. Thanks for watching.
Hi there, it's Jennifer Roberts in Charlotte, former mayor of Charlotte. And I just want to say how wonderful it is that we have a Pride Parade and Festival here every year. It's so great to celebrate with the community, to let people be who they are, to let people love who they are, and to have the whole community share in that celebration, especially in these challenging times when too many people are being targeted just for who they are. So let's go Pride!
Hey y'all, you can watch us on YouTube, Facebook, and your favorite audio podcast platforms. You can catch your special editions of Coffee and Pan Dulce as always. And we appreciate y'all listening. And we're going to do more episodes. We're going to do some zany things in 2025. And most of all, we're going to have lots of fun as always. Thanks for listening. And look for the new shouts. Appreciate it.
Hi, this is Urance Pascual Mateo. I am back. Spedicare is back in 2026, and yes, my hiatus was sad, and it was caused by a bunch of, butthurt losers. But I'm not gonna say that. Don't worry, I'm here. I'm gonna be annoying. I'm gonna say fuck fascism, and I'm gonna stand up against this shit. So please, like, subscribe, enjoy my show, and let's fight against the bullshit that we continue to live through.
Hey y'all, we had a great lineup of spring shows for Coffee and Pan Dulce, and I appreciate you guys watching them. Many of them got a lot of views, including some with our special guests. We had a great lineup. We are excited about the summer. It is going to be one hot summer. We'll leave out the hot girl part. And anyway, we are excited about our summer lineup as always, including our special Pride Edition and much, much more coming up. We may even talk about a 4th of July special edition. Maybe we'll talk about what makes America America. What is a patriot? And many more discussions we're excited to bring to y'all, Christian and I, and so many other podcast stars that join us on a weekly and monthly basis. Thanks for listening as always, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all. Hey, y'all. Thanks for watching our spring shows and sticking with us. And we've got a fabulous summer lineup. I hope y'all are excited as I am. And let's enjoy our summers. Hot girl summer. See y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all. So we have a great fall lineup, and we encourage you to tune in to many of our fabulous shows, like our He Say show, and many more things in October and November as well. Thanks for watching as always, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, y'all.
Hey Cannis Media listeners, this is Urance from Espedica, and I just want to say to y'all, Happy Pride Month. I want y'all to enjoy yourselves, happy wonderful Pride Month, go to events, and make sure to learn and study why we should remember Pride Month, because this month is supposed to represent the blood, sweat, tears, and everything that was given from all the activists, from all the allies, from all the people in the LGBTQA+ community, from everyone who worked their butts off to make sure that everyone is seen as a human being and as equal. So, enjoy the month, go on vacation, forget about the news and shit like that, and just have a good Pride Month. And be safe, be happy, be proud, and fuck fashion.
Hey y'all, thanks for watching the Florida shows. They've been wildly successful. Obviously, it's a topic that you guys have enjoyed and wanted to know more of. And we like talking about the dumpster fire. They used to be the state of Florida, and we'll probably talk about it some more this summer. Thanks for watching, y'all.
Bye, y'all. Thanks for watching.
Howdy, y'all. This is a Pride message from all of us at Cannis Media saying Happy Pride 2026. Somewhere around the country they have had rather Pride events, which Happy Pride again. And June is International Pride Month, which is what this special is all about. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it informs you on events going around the country. And most of all, enjoy your freedoms and enjoy Pride. Happy Pride, y'all.
Welcome back, everyone. So once again, it's so great to have Barb Bacon with us on our 400th episode of the Coffee and Pan Dulce, at least our 400th regular episode. We've done more episodes, specials. We did a tribute to a young man that was on this show early on, who passed away as well. So we've done quite a few. We did the infamous guns episode that Gersemi is still telling me how wrong I was for that episode. So
if we could ever delete an episode out of our catalog, Having two gun nuts on, talking
That's
about
right.
how great being a gun nut is.
Yeah.
And in the middle of increased mass shootings was the cringy stuff they said.
We live and learn. Okay. All right, Barb.
Sure.
So for Barb's current events, Barb, have at it. Tell us what you think.
Regarding Trump's nicknames for anybody, the whole tirade that he had about renaming the Democrats, I sat and listened to about a minute of it, and I mute him. I can't stand his voice. I'm just saying that we should make an accumulation of all his nicknames for everybody and publish those somewhere and say, this is what a president does.
Yeah.
What should a real president do? And make a fool out of him. That's my opinion on that. The reflecting pool, it's all his fault. You hire substandard contractors to do the work so you can have your cronies make more money or whatever the reason is. Anybody that knows anything about construction, and excuse me, but isn't he a president that did all these buildings and whatever, and he doesn't know anything? Well, that's true, yeah. But you cover water. Water sucks up everything that's in the air. And he wasted, wasn't that taxpayer dollars that paid for that? Yeah, it just, the ball keeps rolling down the hill and nobody's stopping it.
And regarding how about the Epstein
files? I disagree. I think that they should pick out the worst things they can find about him and slowly roll it out, and maybe an accumulation of it should then be published like a month before the midterms and just blast him. I honestly don't think that the real true MAGAs are going to be influenced one way or the other because they're brainwashed and they're just plain stupid. But maybe we happen to have a couple MAGAs on my street, so I won't go into it, but maybe the people that are on the fence would be swayed by this, but I don't know how anybody that's in their right mind can think that anything that comes out of this administration is normal, is professional. I have friends in Italy and they're just like, Barbara, what is going on? I said, I don't know. I don't understand it. And I don't watch the news anymore. And I don't. I was an avid Sunday morning news person, and I don't do that anymore.
Well, that's kind of what I want to ask you about, because I know I can speak for myself. I can't speak for Gersemi, but since I've left Charlotte, I try to still stay as engaged as I can on what's going on, because I'm not far from there, and I'm still do a lot of things, but I don't have the connection and the contact with people from the MAGA world like I used to when I lived in South Charlotte, whether at the sports bar or whatever. So I don't have that sense or that feeling that I had before, other than what I see on social media, which, we know it's not always true or not accurate. Social media is not real. But, articles and so forth. And I don't mind not reading a bunch of MAGA stuff. Like, I don't follow stuff that I don't like. I only follow stuff that I do like. So I know that's how people can get in bubbles. So I'm curious how the outside of my world is viewing this. Are they viewing this as crazy as I continue to view it? I'm not surprised. I'm shocked that I'm not shocked at the nickname that he would say that because he's just not there. I'm shocked that even he at his age and stuff didn't realize that's so inappropriate to use that term. And I don't consider myself a prude, but I don't know, just me. I mean, it's just that shocked me.
It's locker room talk that should be, like when you're hanging out with your buddies at the bar or something like that, and that's fine. But the moment you enter public life, especially political life, and he's holding arguably the highest office in the land, that all changes. You know, the moment you put that suit on and you accept
Yeah.
the job,
Exactly.
that kind of stuff should have ended in 2016, or it should have ended his career in 2016.
Sure.
The moment he made fun of the special needs reporter, the moment, you know, the Billy Bush interview surfaced about him, you know, grabbing him by the beep, you know, and it should have ended there, and it just didn't. And we can blame two groups of people.
We have Merrick Garland to thank for not doing his job.
Not doing.
Correct.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything. If he would have done his job minutely, we wouldn't be in this situation. But he did nothing. And Biden didn't do anything either.
Yeah.
Very, very disappointed.
It should have ended in 2016. He should have never been nominated. Republicans never should have nominated him. The press should have done their job and held accountable. The problem is the press loves this guy.
Yeah.
He sells media, and he sells the billionaires that own the majority of the mainstream media love this guy. He sells sound bites.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He's an internal. They don't care about the ethics of it. They don't care that he's a kid. They don't care that he's a POS. He's incompetent. They don't care that we're going to get in an endless stream of wars with an idiot like this. That doesn't matter to them. What matters is they've got this guy that he's basically going to do whatever the oligarchy wants. Yeah. And on top of it, he's great press. You know, like I said, at the top of this thing, the jokes write themselves. Well, and that's all that matters to these people.
The only saving grace that I think, or the only the light at the end of the tunnel, is he will be leaving one way or another. Whether
but that means we still have 2 years to put up with this.
I completely agree. But I get the sense, especially as this summer has started, I get the sense that even his cult, even his 15% of the base of America that still will do anything for him, so to speak, Americans have very short-term memory. He's lasted a lot longer than most celebrities in the United States. For cult reasons. So I do think that they are really kind of tired of him also. They just don't want to admit it, because if they say they're tired, they have to admit that they've been wrong. And humiliation to them is worse than anything. So I do think that they are starting to get tired of him. I know it's anecdotal, but I've said this to me, just in where I live, when we first moved out here, there were 2 Trump signs that were still here, even after the election. There's none anymore. Overnight, they've disappeared. Doesn't mean anything other than I think they finally realized, as their soybeans couldn't sell, as their diesel fuel for the tractors were too expensive, as they're losing money on cows and chickens and bird flu and all. I think they're realizing, my craziness is starting to impact my actual finances and
the rest of your life.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right. So, we're going to take our last break, and then we'll come back and kind of reminisce for another 5 minutes about the last 400 episodes. So listen, if you like what you hear from Gersemi, she still has a show that comes on every Wednesday at 11:30. It's called Two Queers in Her Truck, and it is on Apple Podcasts. I saw the old episode where, remember, for like a year, I thought you were an Apple and we didn't have you on there or something. So anyway, she's on Apple Podcasts. She's on TikTok. She's on all of them. So don't forget to join her show. And also don't forget to join Urensei show. Urensei comes on bi-weekly. His show is called Espera Que. Don't forget to join his show. And then also Tony Foreman is on a hiatus, but he'll be back at the end of the summer. It is the Tony Foreman Show. And then watch out for the second episode it's the June episode of Circuit Queen. That is coming out. And I believe the guest DJ is Andre Stan. He's a DJ from Brussels, Belgium. So anyway, all right. So we'll be right back on Coffee and Pan Dulce right after this.
Hey, thanks for listening to us as always on Coffee and Pan Dulce. And just to let you know, we're on all the audio podcast platforms. So working out or whatever, you can just listen to us. Or if you want to see our bright, shiny faces, we're on YouTube and Facebook. You can even be fans and you can comment on our shows on the Facebook platform. and drown out the people who don't actually listen to the show but like to love us. But anyway, we appreciate y'all and very much, and keep on listening so that Christian and I are just not sitting here talking to ourselves. Have a great year.
Coffee and Pan Dulce. How's that? Coffee and Pan Dulce.
Sounds great.
You sounded like a telenova. I mean,
I'm trying this. All I have to say is go. Yes.
As a non-Spanish speaker.
All right, let's talk about his Jesus Jesus meme. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, yeah. That'll be the show. All right, here we go. Okay, so we'll just take this last commercial and then we'll come back. All right, here we go.
And this is the Jenny Award.
And this is the Pendejo Chronicles.
Coffee and Pan Dulce. How's that? Coffee and Pan Dulce.
Hey y'all, thanks as always for listening to Coffee and Pan Dulce. And guess what? As part of our Cannis Media family of shows, we have a sister show that's been running alongside the Coffee Show for 6 years, 6 seasons. And it's Two Queers in a Truck. And in fact, we've been on air, as it says right behind Christian as we record this, in case you're watching the video version of this. It's exciting. It's a little different. It comes more from obviously the queer perspective because it's Two Queers in a Truck. And we invite you to listen to it. You don't have to be queer to listen. And I promise it most likely will not give you scabies. I can't 100% verify that. But it's just a medical rumor started by me, actually. But anyway, come out and check us out on our sister show, Two Queers in a Truck, and all the exciting 2025 new shows on the Cannis Media family. As always, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Up next is Two Queers in a Truck with Jenny and Christian. And hope you guys tune in. We'll see you in about 15 to 20 minutes. Thank you. Bye.
Welcome back, everyone. Don't forget to join all the shows on the Cannis Media Network. All right. Hey, go to the new website also. There's some really cool stuff on there. So, all right, here we go. Barbara, tell us, this is our 400th episode. I know we haven't seen you in a while. We had Dr. B on, I think, a month ago. Is that right, Gersemi? And
Dr. B.
Yeah, you know, he lives in Colorado now. He's living the life in Colorado.
Oh, and, by his son? Okay.
Yeah, closer to his family. Mm-hmm. But, you know, he was on. We were talking about some executive orders that Trump had did that impacted the medical community. So what is, I mean, I know this is, there's many, if you even remember. So do you remember an episode that kind of you wish we hadn't done? I guess let's start that way. That you wish we hadn't done, and then maybe an episode that you remember. Are there any of those?
I always enjoyed it. I liked the banter back and forth. I was never embarrassed. I mean, I don't get embarrassed that easy, but I can't say that I don't think there's any that I thought we shouldn't have done. Mm-hmm. I think I can't remember what the two girls were there for, but you had two guests and we were talking about their issue, but I can't remember what it was. And we had such great banter back and forth that you said, well, we're going to have you back on again. And we never did.
Was it the former anti-vaxxers, or was it the ones from Sarasota, the Moms Demand Action, they were against them? Moms for Liberty?
Yes.
Yeah. I think they were with a group called Support Our Schools out of Florida.
And we still get their press releases. They're doing great work down in the Sarasota area. Yeah, I do remember them. Yeah, we'll have to. Thank you for reminding me. We'll have to touch them up again. So, Gersemi, I have a feeling I know what your worst episode was, but besides that one, what do you think your worst episode would have been, and how about maybe your favorite episode?
I guess my second worst one was when we had that one Republican, and he wasn't one of the ones we normally had on, and I can't remember the guy's name.
I know exactly who you're talking about. It was when we were in person at the home.
Yeah, we're talking way back in the day.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
this guy was
what was his name? What was his name?
Like
he ran for city council or something.
Yeah.
And he was just
in
awful.
Charlotte.
He was awful, and he was awful to everybody, but especially the women on the panel.
Yes,
and he kept misgendering me, and I remember I just twisted off on the dude. I'd had enough of him, and that's when I started slamming my hands together. And
I hate to say this, Gersemi, but I remember this person, and I'm sure I remember his name. But he was the type of person that I would not be surprised if that was probably 8 years ago, I think, when that episode.
It was the first year.
The first year. And so I would not be surprised if we picked up the paper today and he was arrested for molestation of kids or something. He was weird. Really. That would not surprise me.
He was probably the worst guest we ever had.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Not only did he not add anything to the conversation, but he was really obnoxious to the point where he was, some of the Republicans.
I knew him from Friday Morning Coffee with Ed.
That's right. Yeah.
He was so different at that show. Yeah. I was astonished.
He had a red MAGA hat on that episode, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
I think if I remember correctly, I'm trying to visualize. Yeah. So let me tell you, my favorite episode actually was probably the memorial that we did for the young man that passed away.
Oh, Joel Odom.
Joel, that's right. Yeah, that was really a good one. I really liked that one.
You know what my favorite one is?
What was that? I'm sorry, I skipped you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Our tamale making one.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Yep.
That has to be. I won because it was a screwball episode, and we looked like a couple. Well, we are a couple idiots, but we looked like a couple idiots. So making tamales. It was like an I Love Lucy episode.
I remember that.
So I do have to tell you. So Gersemi, you were not in the one where Barbara also did one of the tamale making episodes, and I remember that one, and I remember it because one of our guests. We had I think it was Urense's mom came and helped us, and she brought her son. Okay, and I remember Barbara's face because we were recording, and I said something like, "Did you wash your hands?" And he looked like, "Oh," and I remember Barb's face going like, and I just because that's kind of like the way I am, with all my Corel everywhere, and I remember going, I don't think I'm going to be able to get Barbara any of these tamales to take home, even if she cooked them like at 1,000 degrees, because her face was just, because we had to, knead the masa and all kinds of stuff. And I remember he stuck his hands in the masa without washing. So, I do remember that one. Yeah, that was a good one. I think the episode that I probably was not as excited about, I would have to say, if I remember, was I think it was the one we had this young man who was, I think, from somewhere Union County, whatever, and he was like the Mexican MAGA or something. Do y'all remember? He was a young guy. And he was a young guy. He was a big Trump supporter, and his parents were undocumented. I don't know if y'all remember that or not, but
it's been a minute.
and his brother was in the Marines or something, and he was a young guy. He was a MAGA supporter.
I do remember.
And I just remember going, he is so delusional because the Republicans don't like people like him. But he wanted, he almost reminded me of he almost reminded me of Kash Patel, that he wants so bad to be a bro, a white bro, but he's never going to be like that. You know what I mean?
Not to them.
Exactly, not to them.
It's a disconnection with the awareness of who you are.
Yes.
And what you're seeking. Like, you wouldn't be it's like, if I said right now at my age, it being a former athlete, at the next Olympics, I'm going to be in the next Olympics in 2020, Los Angeles.
It's almost like delusional.
I mean, like if they have an over the hill Olympics for aging transgender women,
there we go.
I'll be right there. I'll start a new one.
It can be a new category.
That's right. Hey, you can compete against that Riley girl that finished fifth. Whatever her name was.
I can probably beat her, but she'll complain for a year.
So did you see that meme? Nancy Mace, came in fifth. She wasn't even like on the scoreboard, on all the news. And that meme that says that whatever her name, Riley and Nancy Mace, both came in fifth. It was like.
And it wasn't lost on me. They had similar face shape too, almost like they were the same person.
Maybe. Who knows? So hey, listen. This has been good. I know that this seems short, but this is going to be a long episode because maybe even two parts because we're going to include some excerpts from some old shows. But Barb, it's so good to see you. I know that we'll have to talk off camera about Chicago, but we go to Chicago every year now to cover the market days, which happens in August, the second weekend of August. In the Lincoln Heights area, I guess, not by Wrigley Field. But I was at a family reunion in what do we call it, West Afghanistan in Texas, just recently. And one of the persons that came up to me in my family reunion, their family lives in Chicago. They're family members of ours from Chicago, and we started talking. And of course, she said, "Well, next time you're in Chicago, come and visit." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's like saying." You know how many family members I have all around the country if I visited like every family member? But anyway, so I just thought that was a small world. All right. So any last, we'll do this a little differently today since it's our 400th episode. We're going to go around like we used to, go around the Brady Bunch screen. We'll start with you, Barb, and then we'll end with Gersemi, and tell us where you're going to be or anything you want to tell us, and then we'll end the show.
Where am I going to be? In my house? I really don't do that much anymore. I'm busy, and I'm supposed to be retired. I have yet to figure this out. But I really appreciate you letting me come on. I actually, some Wednesday mornings when I walk every day now, 3 miles every day, sometimes 4. I go, oh, it's Wednesday. I wonder if they're having a show today. Every once in a while I think about you. So, but it's been fun. I appreciate it.
All right. Gersemi.
Well, I'll probably be here at the hospital till at least noon or so, and then after that, go about our day.
All right. Well, I will be this. We record early. We record a couple weeks early. Then we drop this. This show drops on July 1st. I will be on my way to Washington D.C. We're covering the Capitol Pride event, so I'll be able to look at the green pool, the algae pool. But I also want to go take a look at because they did have a big Pride festival this past weekend, the UFC fight. Is that right, Gersemi? Am I milking that joke? Yeah. It was a big Pride event going on there. So I'll be in DC, and then I might be going to New York to cover Pride. So I think I'm going to miss Gersemi because she was just there. So our paths may cross. So all right, y'all. So it's been a great. We hope to have many more episodes. This is our 400th episode. We will see you next week on Coffee Pan Dulce. Bye, y'all. We'll dance out.
Bye, y'all. Thanks for watching, y'all. Coffee Pan Dulce, and this was a special one. It's our 400th regular episode. Wow. 8 years in the making. A lot of hours put into the show. It's a bootleg show. We don't have a large staff. It's really just Christian, pretty much. He's the chief bottle cap maker, everything.
Research department.
Research department.
That's right.
There no expense as long as it's on Google, in the Google machine. but we've really enjoyed doing this. We hope that y'all have really gotten some fulfillment out of watching and listening to all these episodes. No matter how you participate, thanks as always for participating with something that we just really do for fun. We neither one of us have a broadcasting career, but we sure have a lot of fun doing it.
We sure do.
We brought back Barb for Barb's current events for the 400th episode because she was the brainchild behind that, and I don't know, it's a good episode. You're going to enjoy it. There's some funny moments and a lot of reminiscence. So it's since it's dropping during a holiday week, it's a good holiday episode.
Yeah,
like that much. And happy birthday, America.
Yeah, happy birthday, America. Bye, y'all.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for listening to Coffee and Pan Dulce. And one of our big things is that if you missed any of our other shows, we are on Facebook, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple for the most part, and a bunch of other audio podcast platforms. So if you've missed us, come back. The water's fine. Dip on in. It's 85 degrees here in my imagination. But anyway, we have 332 episodes in the tank. You can pull up any of them. And most of all, we have fresh ones dropping most weeks. And we got 3 more shows coming. Be excited. But as always, thanks for listening to Coffee and Pan Dulce. And look forward to the 2025 season. Thanks, y'all.
Hi, y'all.
Hi everybody, this is Yorense from the LatinX Show over here. All I'm here is doing a little quick PSA. Use this summer to do volunteer work. Go to your nearest YMCA, go to your nearest homeless shelter, go to whatever community services or programs that you can help out and volunteer. Because right now, we have a bunch of fascist pieces of shit trying to rip apart our country and rip apart the people, our communities by spreading hate and bigotry. The best way to combat it is 1, working in your community and standing strong to show that you are strong and you're here to help out others. 2, combat misinformation. If you hear bullshit, first research and make sure if it's true or not. If it is not true, call it out. If it is true, get the facts. Be knowledgeable of it because it might come out later. So always stand against that. And 3, fuck fascists. Stand against them. Make them feel uncomfortable. There is too many people out there feeling like they can say the hard R or say slurs or be violent. Make them understand that a lot of people die to make sure this hatred and bigotry does not exist. All our civil rights workers, all the people who restored normity, everybody who fought against intolerance and hatred, they died and worked their asses off to stop this. So follow in their footsteps and stop this madness. This is Yorense again from LatinX, and all I can say is be there for your community and stand up for what's right. Fuck fascism and have a wonderful day.
Howdy, y'all. It's Christian Cano with Cannis Media and the Coffee and Pan Dulce Show. We wanted to wish everyone a happy Pride. We hope you have a great, happy Pride month. Have fun at the events. Have a great time at all the wonderful Pride events you're going to be attending this summer and throughout the year. Happy Pride, y'all.
Hey y'all, this is Gersemi from Two Queers in a Truck 2026 edition, and so some things have changed, including my name, and but we got a lot of things going on this year, and a lot of special editions going on. Great new shows in the Cannis Media group. Again, our old standby Coffee and Pan Dulce. So many more new podcast stars. We're excited for 2026 and what's going to be going on. And always, tune in to Christian and I on Two Queers in a Truck. How it all started in the summer of 2020. We'll see you later. Bye, y'all. Next up, thanks for watching Coffee and Pan Dulce. Next up is Two Queers in a Truck. Stay tuned.
All right, we'll just come back for about 2 minutes and then we'll take our last break and then we'll end the show.
Okay.
Here we go. Okay, we'll come back for just a couple of minutes and we'll end. Here we go. Good job. Great intro. All right. Come back, talk about Epstein.
Okay. Epstein.
I'm going to start recording. Good job, y'all. All right, we're at the 18-minute mark. Tony, the second half, do you want to switch it to more national conversations? Because you were talking about Charlotte, or do you want to stay on Charlotte? Or edited. And once again, I know your time is valuable.
What is language like? You know, I have a potty mouth, so let me know. Are y'all?
We don't. We don't mind. Is that right, Gersemi?
Yeah, no, I mean,
I'll try to refrain since it's the Christmas season.
Exactly.
All right. And by the way, I just want you to know this is the earliest interview I've ever done in my life.
Oh my goodness.
And this is the Jenny Award.
I'm quite honored to have a conversation with Jojo Garza. He's with the Grammy Award-winning Los Lonely Boys, and actually, I believe you're in San Angelo, Texas. Is that correct?
Yeah, man, I'm here at home right now.
Well, welcome to Que Pasa, Mr. Garza. Listen, I have to admit that I grew up in Texas. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas, a native Texan, and Tejano, I guess that's what I grew up calling myself. And there was always this confusion. Is San Angelo Central Texas or is it West Texas?
Well, you're right about that. There's always like a bit of confusion about it.
And this is the Pendejo Chronicles.